A brief documentary of Belden Namah. From the Papua New Guinea Defense Force to the prison walls of Bamana to the seats of Parliament. It was a journey of faith and hope. It was December 1st, 1988. A small fight began in Bougainville, Papua New Guinea. The army commander at that time was Jerry Singarak. He was against the government headed by Julius Chan, who secretly hired the Sandline International, a private military company, to assist in ending the Bougainville conflict. The deal, worth $36 million, involved deploying 44 mercenaries to support the PNG Defense Force in neutralizing the BRA and reopening the mine. However, Singarak did not agree on that. He was against the government, and Singarak was removed. Again, there was also a division in the military. Some soldiers were with Singarak and others with the government. Singarak's actions sparked widespread public outcry and protests across the country. The people of Papua New Guinea rallied behind Singarak, demanding the resignation of Prime Minister Chan and the expulsion of the mercenaries. The situation escalated, leading to violent protests and a national crisis. The police and the army worked hand in hand, but at one point, the police opened fire to civilians and nearly a gun battle began. But luckily, some good soldiers cooled off the tension. At that time, PNG was in need for brave and honest leadership. Major Walter Enuma, Captain Bola Renegi, Captain Belden Namah, Second Lieutenant Linus Osaba, and Lieutenant Michael David were the ones who stood besides Jerry Singarak. At that time, the Sandline mercenaries trained the PNG Defense Force in Wewak. Belden Namah and his strong men under Namah's leadership hijacked a 747 Air New Guinea aircraft and flew all the way to Wewak. They secretly entered the training ground in Wewak and held every mercenaries on gunpoint and send them inside the plane and send them back to South Africa via Singapore. Singarak's actions sparked widespread public outcry and protests across the country. The people of Papua New Guinea rallied behind Singarak, demanding the resignation of Prime Minister Chan and the expulsion of the mercenaries. The situation escalated, leading to violent protests and a national crisis. Belden Namah played a significant role during the Sandline crisis, and it is reported that his actions, along with those of his comrades, helped save more than 360,000 lives on Bougainville. His bravery and leadership during this tumultuous period were crucial in preventing further escalation of the conflict and ensuring the safety of many civilians. Just imagine if Namah or Singarak or any other leaders didn't against Prime Minister Chan on that year. All the people of Bougainville should be killed like pigs, and the island would be a ghost island by now. Under immense public pressure, Prime Minister Chan eventually stepped aside, and the Sandline mercenaries were expelled from the country. The Sandline affair had a lasting impact on Papua New Guinea's political landscape, highlighting issues of governance, military ethics, and the use of private military contractors.
So, Mr. Speaker, in the interest and for the good, and in order to diffuse what is something that I consider to be a little bit explosive outside, I myself will step aside.
We will never ever take over. I want Australians to understand that democracy will prevail in this part of the region. Democracy will stay. What I have done, Australia, is that I have saved democracy. I have protected the constitution of this country.
After Prime Minister Sir Julius Chan resigned during the Sandline crisis, Belden Namah, who was a captain in the Papua New Guinea Defense Force, PNGDF, continued to play a significant role in the country's political and military landscape. Following the resignation of Sir Julius Chon, Namah and other key military figures, including Brigadier General Jerry Singerak, were involved in discussions with the newly appointed Prime Minister, Bill Skate. Namah's actions during the Sandline crisis, along with those of his comrades, were instrumental in preventing the deployment of foreign mercenaries and maintaining the sovereignty of Papua New Guinea. However, the law is like a two-sided sword. Belden Namah was convicted and jailed for mutiny in the late 1990s. He, along with other officers, was involved in a mutiny during the Sandline crisis, which led to his imprisonment. Namah's actions during the crisis were seen as a stand against the use of foreign mercenaries and the government's handling of the Bougainville conflict. Belden Namah was released from prison in the early 2001 after serving his sentence for mutiny. He flew to his home Vanimo. No one knows what he did from 2002 to 2006, but in 2007, he entered politics and won the Vanimo Green River seat. Belden Namah is known for his tough and uncompromising leadership style, which has been shaped by his military background and his experiences during the Sandline crisis. Here are some key aspects of his leadership: discipline and hard work. Namah's military training instilled in him a strong sense of discipline and a relentless work ethic. He is known for his dedication and commitment to achieving his goals. Namah is not afraid to make tough decisions, even in the face of adversity. His actions during the Sandline crisis, where he stood up against the use of foreign mercenaries, demonstrated his willingness to take bold steps to protect the sovereignty of Papua New Guinea, despite facing numerous challenges, including imprisonment for mutiny. Namah has shown remarkable resilience. He has bounced back from setbacks and continued to play a significant role in PNG's political landscape. Namah is a vocal advocate for transparency, accountability, and good governance. He has consistently called out corruption and pushed for reforms to improve the country's political and economic systems. That Namah's charismatic personality has earned him a loyal following. He is known for his ability to inspire and mobilize people, making him a formidable force in PNG politics. Namah's leadership style is characterized by his unwavering determination, strong principles, and a commitment to serving the people of Papua New Guinea.
We do have a criminal in this house. We have a former convicted criminal being pardoned in this house. Thank you.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, I think you have to ask him to withdraw that statement. I want you to ask him to withdraw.
Honorable Minister, I'll concur with the opposition leader. I will ask you to withdraw that.
I'm feeling pentumas mirausimbek.
Honorable Leader of Opposition.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, I'm not a convicted criminal. I have done the honest thing in this country that you have never done in your life. I saved 360,000 lives on Bougainville. You have never done. What's your track record? I went to jail for saving 360,000 lives on Bougainville. I didn't rape a woman, or I didn't steal from the people of Maprik like you are doing from the Department of Agriculture.
Honorable,
I want you to take that side.
Order.
I'm not a convicted criminal. I'm a hero in this country.
Order. Honorable
I'm a hero.
Leader.
You are not.
Order.
You are just a thief sitting in parliament.
Order.
Me Jacob spoke of 100 Lowiwek, where all soldiers from me want them all South African soldiers only trained to go and kill and wipe out the entire island of Bougainville. Me Jacob spoke of 100, me arrest him all the South African soldiers, put him all go inside Los Lafogo 100, talking pilot no over the hostess that this aircraft is under the command of Captain Belden Namah. Me Karim Olikam lo Port Moresby, me hijack him 767, Big La Balusia. Me hijack him 767, put him all get this mercenaries go inside Los 767, and I flew them out of Papua New Guinea to Singapore to go back to South Africa. Successful operation within 72 hours.
Just imagine, from the defense force to the prison, from the prison to freedom, and from freedom to the parliament. Why can't we do it? This country is dying. Corrupt politicians are killing this country. Together, let's save Papua New Guinea. Thank you, Belden Namah, for your service.